Hello, Savvy Scribes. Welcome to another episode. Today we're talking about pitching, and I'm using this term kind of loosely. I'm going to give you several different ways, 7 to be exact, about ways to pitch yourself in different situations. I mean, some are going to be talking about a little bit more like networking, some are going to be actually cold pitching, and so on. So, without further ado, why not dive right in? Thanks for listening. Here we go.
Welcome to the Savvy Scribe Podcast,
a podcast for healthcare professionals who are interested in starting their own health writing businesses.
I'm Janine, a registered nurse and your host. I'm a labor and delivery nurse, mom to these 2 incredible boys, wife to my best friend, and owner of 2 crazy Great Danes. I help nurses discover freelance writing as an extra income opportunity with help from my guests. Join us over on Facebook in the group Savvy Nurse Writer Community or SavvyNurseWriter.com to join our course and membership to create your own profitable writing business.
Enjoy the show!
So, as a freelance writer, we have so many ways that we can pitch. And really, the only thing that comes to mind for a lot of people is the cold email pitching, etc. So, let's just start there. So, emailing a cold email is when you reach out to a potential client directly with a personalized pitch, including links to your portfolio and website samples. So, writing samples on your website. So, what this usually means is you don't know the client, you're trying to just get out there. You can send like a letter of introduction that includes these portfolio links and writing samples, but this usually isn't ideas for their blog unless you want to put that in there. But just remember, they didn't really ask for it yet. You can say, I have some ideas I would love to share, even if you don't have those yet, because you're saving yourself the mental time if you don't give them ideas right away. For example, if I want to write for a lifestyle family blog, right? I want to give them some ideas, right? Say it's a local publication. And I have some ideas like in the top of my mind, but really I'd have to kind of make them really granular to provide more details and try to make it so that it hasn't already been done. So that's going to take me some time, right? I need to sit here and really think about how can I really expand this or really focus in on one point to make it an entire article, right? So that's really coming up with pitch ideas. But I'm not going to do that if a client doesn't really want to work with me yet, right? But I do want to present that I do have ideas, that I am a writer, that I do have this expertise, that I really want to work with them, that I really like their blog. And then they can write back, yes, we are looking for some pitches. That's when I'm going to spend the time and really think about some pitches for their blog. So first one, email, cold pitching. So where can we get those emails? There's tools out there. You guys, like there's one called hunter.io if you're looking for an email. I would avoid in most situations just doing that info at whatever the website.com, because that goes to kind of like a large inbox that may not reach that targeted client that you're trying to reach, like the content manager or the editor. So again, try and look for that person's email. LinkedIn is always a good spot to turn to as well. So speaking of LinkedIn, let's jump into social media. So leveraging your existing network by posting about your services, your availability, etc. on social media channels is another way to pitch your services. I like LinkedIn. You guys know that because that's where 90% of my clients are found. But if you're more of a Twitter person, if you're noticing you're getting clients from Facebook or Instagram, heck, go over there. Pitch your services over there. Whatever works for you. If you notice, I would try something for like 90 days if you're just experimenting. And if you're not getting any clients from it, just give up. Don't keep putting your efforts towards things that aren't working, right? Okay, so moving on to number 3, here we have community events, believe it or not. And you're like, community events, I'm not doing this. Like I'm a national worker or an international worker. Like I'm remote, I can work anywhere, and you can. However, think about your local community. Attend some networking events, go on Meetup or Eventbrite or Facebook events and show your expertise. People love hearing that nurses write, believe it or not. This is very, very uncommon thing that nurses do, and the community is really intrigued by it. So going to networking events, conferences, workshops in your local area, and make connections with potential clients. This will help you broaden your network. And from there, even if you don't land those people as clients, guess what? You already are in top of mind for them. So if they know another business person, which they probably do if they're at these events, they will refer you business. So don't not go outside your house. Start to meet people, and pandemic's essentially over, so you can go meet people now. Events are back, which is so exciting. Okay, number 4 is cold pitching in the sense of online directories and job boards. So again, if there's potential clients you'd like to work with and they're on a job board, this is the only downside of like job boards is that they are oversaturated. So you're getting a lot of people that are interested in one job. So you might not be the prime candidate for them. You might be. I mean, it's kind of a gamble. So again, it's worth a shot. If you're just looking to get some work, definitely jump on job boards. Now, inside my agency, Write RN, we have our own job board that you can actually access going to savvynursewriter.com and creating your own nurse writer profile. And it's free, totally free. You can just apply to write some of our content. We have portfolio pieces, meaning free work for you to vet you into our agency. So if you're interested in getting started like now, head over there and check it out and jump in. savvynursewriter.com. Check it out. Okay, that was my little plug there. So next one is called content syndication. So this is where you're submitting pitches to larger sites with large audience like Huffington Post, New York Times, Medium. This is very high level in the sense of if you have an awesome idea that hasn't been done, these companies want you to write it. So think about what you could write for Medium, for Huffington. That is going to get you so many eyeballs on your content, and it will definitely get you out there and start to gather more clients for you and start networking with other people. Another way is to blog. So create a blog and showcase your writing and pitch your services to potential clients so they can see your blog and say, wow, she can write. Wow, I really like her tone, her voice. And you can use that as a pitch to show that you can write and that you'd also like to do that for them. And then the last but not least is guest posting. So find blogs and other websites that accept guest posts and offer your services. And basically what you're going to do is if there's a blog that you really like and you haven't talked to that person who owns the blog, but you do follow them everywhere and you really like it, but maybe it's not in the realm of nursing. Maybe it's something you just enjoy as a hobby. Maybe you like to cook or something like that and you follow influencers and you have an awesome recipe you want to share. That's called guest posting. So you can ask that owner of that blog if you can guest post for them. Some of them will pay you, some of them won't. And, it's really up to you on what you're doing over there. But that's a way you can start getting some samples and start getting your voice out there. Now, last but not least, I said was guest posting, but I'm going to give you a bonus one here. And this is freelance marketplaces. So sign up for a freelance marketplace such as Upwork or Fiverr and connect with potential clients over there. Send proposals over on Upwork. I like Upwork more than Fiverr. It seems to be higher paying. Again, these are kind of like job boards where there's going to be a lot of people after one job. However, it's definitely a possibility. I think you have a higher chance of getting jobs over on Upwork rather than job boards. But again, it's up to you on which one you want to go with. So that was 8 total ways to pitch yourself. Take a couple, take 1 or 2 and use it. Start to use it now. And I will talk to you guys on the next episode. If you really like this episode, please share it with a friend and let me know what you think of the show. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much.
That's a wrap for today's episode of The Savvy Scribe. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed today's show, we'd love for you to subscribe and leave a review on iTunes or your favorite podcast app. Until next time.